new poll shows 44% of Republican voters in California do support Donald Trump in 2024. That's compared to 26% for Ron DeSantis. So you have a pretty wide gap there. Darrell Issa is a Republican from the state of California, and he joins me now. Good to see you, Congressman. A few months ago, DeSantis held a considerable lead over Trump in your state, and that's reversed itself. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's been some missteps in the DeSantis campaign. I think it's pretty easy to see that he may have held on to the bone of Walt Disney World a little too long, and gotten mired down. Because remember, running for president is not just showing that you're a, quote, competent governor. It's about a vision that when Trump ran, he was all about vision. DeSantis still has a way to go talking about what he will do, not just what he'll stop from happening.
Gotcha. And of course, Disneyland is in Anaheim, California, which also enjoys some of the perks that they do down in Orlando. Next one, Congressman, Special Counsel John Durham is going to testify at the end of June before the House Judiciary Committee. You're a member of that committee. What are you going to ask him? And then what are you going to do if you get the response, well, the FBI has already made a lot of corrective action, so nothing more to see here. This has already been done.
Well, that's actually what this whole thing is about, is that we have a report. We now know a well-documented truth. And the well-documented truth is we were lied to for the entire 4 years of the Trump administration. So we're going to have to ask if Christopher Wray and his organization have been lying to us time and time and time again and got away with it while Trump was actually the president of the United States. Why should we believe that the changes are there? And if we can't believe them, how do we make changes? How do we clean house at the FBI and Department of Justice so that in the future the American people can trust that at least one group is going to always seek the truth and not be part of what turned out to be a great hoax?
How do we get Americans to trust in our government and law enforcement agencies again?
Transparency is part of it, and the ability to have a difference of opinion. One of the things that the whistleblowers have told us is that they were immediately retaliated against when they simply questioned what turned out to be unlawful or wrong or bad policy orders that were inconsistent with what the FBI said they were going to do. And that's where part one before the 4th of July, part two will be having Christopher Wray back and really pushing him to prove to us that we can trust him to make the changes and that those changes will be transparent. Because right now, we only have his word that something has changed, and it's something that hasn't changed when those promises have been made in the past.
Last one, Congressman. The governor of your state, which is Gavin Newsom, I find this funny. He's trying to push through aggressive green energy plans, but he just got halted by Democrats in the state Senate. So he wants to be greener, and the Democrats are saying no. What is going on here?
Well, first of all, natural gas is greener than coal, and electricity is only green if you find a way to get it 24 hours a day. Our state has blackouts. Our state has gone too far too fast, and our governor wanted to literally rip natural gas out of the state without an alternative. And by the way, in a state that's already greener than the rest of the country. And so, yes, he's getting pushback by people who have seen the lights go off and that know that California has much bigger problems than whether we're the greenest state in the union and somehow can pull the rest of the country, because the rest of the country is not giving up its gas stoves.
I'd call that common sense, Congressman Darrell Issa. Thank you.
Uncommon sense.
Thank you for sharing it with us.